Welcome to the only daily podcast focusing on compliance news of the day. Each morning, start your day with a cup of coffee and Tom Fox, the voice of compliance, to hear about 4 of the top compliance, corruption, or leadership stories you will need to start your day. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
First, a word from our sponsor. The Daily Compliance News for October 19, 2023, the loser edition. And we begin with that story as pro-insurrectionist House of Representatives member Jim Jordan loses a second attempt to become the Speaker of the House. So his result Wednesday was worse than it was Tuesday. So he appears to going to continue to lose. So he always was a loser. Next up, from the Wall Street Journal, the first of 2 stories from the technology section, U.S. tightening curbs on AI chip exports to China, widening rift between NVIDIA and Intel. The Biden administration is tightening restrictions on China's ability to buy advanced semiconductors, fueling friction with the vast Chinese market. Really no surprise here, given everything the Chinese have done and the current conflict/competition between the U.S. and China. Next up, also from the Wall Street Journal, Risk and Compliance Journal, David Smagala reporting that ACI Worldwide settles with states and financial regulators over inadvertent mortgage payment withdrawals. The company agreed to pay $20 million to settle allegations that a 2021 computer testing error resulted in inadvertently withdrawing more than $2 billion from the accounts of mortgage holders. The New York Attorney General's office said that significant defects in ACI's privacy and data security procedures and technical infrastructure led to the failure. So if you've ever wondered why and how compliance rates into some of these domestic fines and penalties, well, this is a prime example. ACI is paying an additional $10 million in settlement with a group of 44 state regulators as well. And our final story comes to us from the New York Times as the Google antitrust trial continues to hum along with the government near the closing of its case. Google claims that it didn't engage in nefarious anti-competitive conduct. It just has smarter employees and they're better, and that they are more innovative, and everyone else is basically an idiot compared to them. So the pillar of Google's defense has been that innovation, not restrictive contracts, explains its giant success. This competitive advantage, it says, is brilliant people working timelessly to improve its products. So if I ever get in an antitrust case, I think I'm going to go with the we're smarter than the average bear defense. If you're old enough to remember that, thank you. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow.